Gabe, you guys, this is your first road environment in a long time. You didn't look timid coming out of the gate. You looked like you really wanted to sort of, take it to the environment and you were really focused and dialed in. Can you speak to that a little bit? Whatever conversations were had coming out?
No, just the entire week, coach has been putting like loud sounds in the gym for us to be prepared for a crowd like this, and they did an unbelievable job, Butler crowd, and it was a good game. It was fun and exciting.
You seemed like you were, taking every opportunity to shoot more than you had in other games and to be aggressive. Was that a conscious effort tonight more than it had been maybe in a couple games?
Yeah, but I think the point guards and Max and everybody else did a good job of finding me open, and I don't think no shot that I took was bad, so I'm gonna shoot it every time.
Front row, Max Charbonneau.
Max, I want to ask you, tonight you looked a lot more comfortable, more ready to shoot. Did you feel that tonight? Were you a little more aggressive tonight?
Yeah, I tried to come into the game a little more assertive, be more aggressive, look for myself a bit at the same time. My teammates found me in the right spots, and I happened to knock down some shots, but I definitely came in the game wanting to be a little bit more assertive, more aggressive, and I think I did a good job.
Your first time in a real big road environment like this, especially a place like this where they're really on top of you. What was it like? Did you feel like you adjusted pretty well to that?
I was pretty excited coming into it. My first away game against Butler in a Hinkle Fieldhouse. It doesn't get better than that, really. So I was really excited for it, and I thought I handled it well. I adjusted to it well in the first couple minutes, and the rest was history.
What was the toughest environment you played in before this?
Madison Square Garden was pretty crazy. It wasn't really tough, but nothing really beats that, to be honest. So
How about the road atmosphere?
In high school, we played a team called Buffalo Grove in high school. It was pretty hostile. There was a whole bunch of people there. It was probably the biggest game of the year. So that's the only thing I can think of.
Front row, Chris Savard.
Both of you guys, it seemed like there was more of a want to drive to the basket from the wing from both of you. Has that been kind of a concerted effort to kind of attack from the wing a little bit more off the dribble?
Take Gabe first. Then
Yeah, coach has been harping on us to attack the basket more and just finding ways to get to the basket. And I feel like me and Max did a great job today of just finding it, using our pivots, using our jab sets just to get to the rim.
Like Gabe said, coach has been making sure that we're aggressive on the wing, not only for ourselves, but to get our bigs open and our point guards open on inside-out passes. So Gabe and I definitely try to look to be more assertive on the wings when we call it in transition or just in general. So we want to get shots for other guys, and when the opportunity came, we got it for ourselves too.
Gabe, father, for you, especially in that first half, how important was it to keep attacking like that when the shot wasn't falling outside?
It was very important. My teammates had my back throughout the whole game, and I was a little bit frustrated because I wasn't hitting shots, but they kept my head above water, and they just said attack, just let it see it go in first, and that's what I did.
second row.
Max, right here. When you pulled down that rebound early in the second half, going into the first TV timeout, what was that moment like with Izzo? He seemed pretty charged up. It seemed like he was pretty happy.
I thought I went up and got that board, to be honest, and I think everybody was really excited because I really went up and got it. So I think it was a really big possession, really big play to get that rebound, and I made the play, and everybody was excited for me. So they all supported me through that, and I appreciate them for it.
Front row, Stephen Brooks.
I guess both of you guys, either one of you want to take it, but that scoring drive you guys had in the first half, you go about 6 minutes without scoring there. What do you remember about that? What sort of was the root cause of that as far as you can tell? How'd you guys work your way out?
I'd say, to be honest, we just weren't hitting shots. We were getting a lot of good looks in that sort of stretch, and we just weren't hitting shots. But I think we really laid back on our defense. I think our defense tonight really, really helped us when we weren't hitting shots early in the game. And I think our defense really saved us so we could fall back on that. So I think during that stretch, we got good shots. We just weren't making them, but then our defense carried us through it.
In the back.
Gabe, you're a wing, but you play a little bigger. How much of a size advantage did you guys have tonight, and how much did that play into the win?
I think we had a very good size advantage. For us, for me and Max, we were just aggressive. That was one thing that we harped on the entire time before this game, is just be aggressive and just attack the basket. So I felt like we matched up very well with their guys.
Down the front, Jack Evelyn.
For both of you, 20 turnovers again. And you cut that in half, Gabe.
Yeah, we could cut that in half. We just got to go back, watch film, and just look through the mistakes. Some of them we just caused ourselves, and that's what's been happening the entire year since we started. So we just got to go back, watch film, and just correct it in practice.
Yeah, like Gabe said, turnovers have been a little bit of a big issue for our team in these recent games. So I think most of the turnovers, like Gabe said, are on us. It's not really they're forcing our turnovers. It's us making bad decisions and whatnot. So I think it's fixable. Again, like Gabe said, we can go back and watch the film, and I think it's a fixable mistake that we can easily correct. And when we limit those turnovers, we'll be so much better.
Over on the right, Brendan.
How would you characterize Max's game?
How did I characterize? He a pro. At the end of the day, he a pro. I mean, he does everything right. He does the job every single day. He comes in, he works more than a lot of people that you would know. So he comes in, he works, he drinks his water, he gets his rest. Like he does everything right. Like literally everything right. Like I never seen a kid that just does everything right, and it paid off today. So I'm just happy for him.
And for yourself, coming in this year, obviously wanted to get shots, wanted to see him fall early. You know, it took a little bit to kind of start getting going. How have you been in terms of kind of navigating that, not getting too high, not getting too low?
I just say it's my teammates. I mean, they just keep my head above water, like I said, and they just always there behind my back. They know I can shoot the ball, they know I can make plays, but at the end of the day, I do get frustrated sometimes, just like any shooter. So they keep my head above water, and we just move on.
Time for one more. We'll go to Jack.
Max, you look like you almost blushed when Gabe said you do everything right. What don't you do right?
Really don't know. Like I really don't know.
I make some mistakes here and there. I definitely don't do everything right. I don't think it's possible to be perfect. I mean, I make mistakes all the time, of course. But I do a lot of things wrong. He's just giving me compliments. I appreciate him for it, but I don't do everything right. I make mistakes too.
Thanks, guys. We'll be in with Coach Izzo in a second.
Oh.